I am making a fantastic pitika. One cooking which is definitely very close to my heart is cooking from Assam. Now, I have a lot of friends who are from Assam. A lot of them don't stay at home, they live in Mumbai, Delhi. A lot of them are musicians, so this recipe is dedicated to my late dear musician friend Vicky Goswami, an extremely talented musician, a huge foodie, okay? And his family comes from a background of hoteliers, so food has always been a part of it. So the first time whenever I ate a bhoot jolakya or anything Assamese like pickles, it was actually thanks to him and his family. Now there is something which is called pitika, P-I-T-I-K-A, and they call it the pitika is the king of the mash. There's a whole world of mash vegetables which are eaten in Assam in their kitchen. Kabhi jackfruit hota hai, potatoes hota hai. Different vegetables are made into a mash. Some of them are even roasted. Machi se bhi banta hai wo. And then they are seasoned with salt and a good mustard oil. And that's the reason why I also chose this recipe, because I am making a fantastic pitika and a smoked eggplant pitika using Emami Healthy and Tasty Kachchighanimustardoil, oil, and that too the strong variant. Now, first things first, we're going to be roasting the eggplants. Now, a lot of people like to boil it, a lot of people like to make it almost like a bharta, but I'm doing this so that to tell people that yes, that ye jo recipe hai is also possible in baking the eggplant. So I'm going to be just splitting this into half. इसमें अभी हम थोड़े से स्कॉर्स बनाने वाले हैं, just like this. Beautiful. And remember, eggplant जब भी आप choose करते हो, remember that जिसके जो बीज ज़्यादा होते हैं, they become more bitter. Now I've chosen these lovely big beautiful eggplants. Also when you're buying eggplants, you got to make sure ये जो skin है उसकी बिल्कुल shiny होनी चाहिए. There shouldn't be too many bruises. And also, you know what I was saying is that it has to be firm to taste. Now look, this is an example of a beautiful eggplant. Okay, shiny है, firm है, बिल्कुल less seeds, and look how lovely it is. Now into this, I'm going to be adding some garlic cloves, थोड़ा सा flavor डालने के लिए, extra flavor. So we're going to be adding this, a couple of cloves of garlic. So what do I have here so far? I have one medium to large size eggplant. So I would say roughly, I would say about 350 grams of a whole eggplant, or आपके अंदाजे से you should find out. Next, we're going to be adding some salt into this. Okay, यहाँ पे मेरी baking tray है. Yes. So a little bit of salt here, and then I have my Emami Healthy and Tasty Kachchighani ka oil. So we're going to be just drizzling some oil over. Lovely. And isko hum roast karenge. Now you can add different spices if you like into this. Now what do you think? What do you recommend? So I think abhi hum isme thoda sa हल्का सा ये जीरा का पाउडर डाल देते हैं. Okay, why not do a little जीरा का पाउडर, and I'm going to do a little red chili powder. Okay, it may not be in the Assamese recipes, but you know what, I'm a chef, I like to do things nicely, but trust me, बहुत ही मजा है. Now along with this, I'm going to be also putting a chili here as well. Okay, so we're going to start it with the chili, we're going to start it with the garlic. Okay, so this eggplant is going to go into the oven. My oven is being preheated till about 180 degrees, and we're going to put this inside for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now obviously I'm not going to be hanging out and watching these. Until then, why don't we start doing the aloo ka pitika, which is also a potato mash. So for this potato mash, I have 2 nice medium to large size potatoes which have been peeled. Okay, इसको पानी में रख दिया है मैंने. Now very simple, इसको हम अभी ऐसे chunks में काट देते हैं. Okay, and then I'm going to be simply boiling this in water. That's it. Now while this is happening, this is boiling. In the meanwhile, हम हमारे प्याज काट देते हैं, मिर्ची काट देते हैं. So don't worry, cooking is all about time management, it's all about planning, it's no rocket science, but yes, you have to be a little organized. So I'm going to be adding all my potatoes in this, and literally we have to be adding some water into it. Okay, you don't have to have, just as long as you cover the potatoes, it is absolutely fine. So I cannot give you the exact मैं कितना पानी डाल रहा हूँ, but बिल्कुल आप देख लीजिए, it's very clear. Okay, just to cover करने के लिए बस उतना ही चाहिए. These take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook, I guess so, or maybe even less. And here we have the eggplant. So we've got potatoes going, we've also got the eggplant going here. Next, what we have to do is we have to literally chop onions, chop some chilies, and then we all set. So it's been about 12 minutes. आलू आपके पक गए हैं. I'm going to just drain these potatoes. अभी वापस हमें पैन में डालना है उसको. I'm going to just turn it on a little bit. तो यह क्या हो गया, हम थोड़ा इसको ड्राई कर रहे हैं. Now a lot of the recipes what they do is that पूरे आलू को बॉईल करते हैं, फिर उसके बाद पील करते हैं, and then they mash it. The choice is yours. I would also bake it in the oven, but it takes a little longer time. So अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, I'm just kind of drying this out. Okay, अभी हम इसमें डालेंगे हमारे about 1 medium-sized chopped onion in this. Okay. फिर हम डालेंगे इसमें एक बारीक कटी हुई या 2 बारीक कटी हुई green chilies. Okay. Now it all depends. आपको अगर ज़्यादा स्पाइसी चाहिए आप स्पाइसी डाल सकते हो. You can add a little chopped coriander into this, which I might add a little later. तो अब हमने ये डाल दिया. What is really important in this, okay, is नमक. Okay, because this is just simple, beautiful ingredients. Okay, और फिर of course, without saying, the hero of this recipe is actually Emami Healthy and Tasty Kachchi Ghani ka mustard oil, strong variety. Okay, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so on this. Beautiful, fantastic. And then अभी हम इसे मैश कर देंगे. Okay, मैश करने के बाद normally इसके balls बनाए जाते हैं and they are served at the table. Now look at it. I mean the aroma of this mustard oil is just absolutely something so good. Okay, and definitely this is one oil which I recommend that you inculcate into your diet, because literally this is really good for health, and besides that it's an amazing flavor. So I'm just going to be mashing it, and once I think थोड़ा सा room temperature पे आ जाएगा, उसके बाद हमें इसके balls बनाएंगे. Okay, and you can just actually put it in a nice dish. You can mold it if you wish. The call is yours. Beautiful. So our pitika is ready. Maybe a little chopped coriander towards the end, as I recommended. Beautiful. Time to do a little tasting. Yes. So mix कर देते हैं. Lovely. Absolutely delicious. Wow. So we have our pitika ready. Nice balls. So these are normally served like at room temperature. They can be made in advance, and it's time to do a little garnish on them. Nice. So eggplants are ready. Garlic and chilies are also roasted. Perfect. Nice. So we're gonna put these here. Just using a back of a spoon is beautifully. Just take out this amazing eggplant cum meat in here. Perfect. So I'm going to be scooping all the flesh out of the eggplant. Beautiful. Garlic bhi aa gaya, mirchi bhi aa gayi. So literally without any further delay or thinking out too much, is just kind of mix it all together. Wow. Brilliant. Same thing here. Beautiful, creamy, fleshy eggplant. This is what we are looking for. Okay. Nice. So we have our eggplant. उसको हम अच्छी तरह मैश कर देते हैं ऐसा, बिल्कुल जैसे हमने किया था. After which, again, a little more salt. Okay. A little more salt. हमारी chopped onion इसमें डाल दिए हमने. Chopped green chilies, salt, onion, or mustard oil. And one lovely recipe which I want to actually try out, and Assam में होती है, and it's a seasonal thing, is that same thing they do with kothol, jackfruit. So the jackfruit pitika for me is like the next level of flavors altogether. तो अभी हमने डाल दी है इस पे बारीक कटी हुई मिर्ची, salt, and this. And I think we are missing something, right? What are we missing? We are missing my favorite Emami Healthy and Tasty kachchighanimustardoil, and this is not it. अभी इसमें हम दूसरी ट्रीटमेंट करने वाले हैं. एक तो हमने इसमें ऑयल डाल ही दिया है. Now we have to give it a really nice smoky flavor. Okay. Now to take it to that level, what I'm actually doing is a little trick here. So I'm going to be putting this in the middle here. Right here, I'm going to be dropping my eggplant. So we're going to drop my eggplant here. Beautiful. So ये जो है एक दूसरी ट्रिक करती है, how you can get an amazing smokiness of this gorgeous mustard oil into this as well. So literally it's a smoked eggplant puree or a vegan pura pitika, whatever you want to call it. Perfect. Now let's do a little bit of smoking. So we're going to be doing some live coal smoking here, यानी कि डुंगार कहते हैं. Now normally the dungar is done, I've done it, is with ghee. Okay, जब हम बिरयानी पकाते हैं or we are doing especially those galaudi kebabs or anything which you want to smoke, हम उसमें थोड़ी सी spices यानी कि लौंग डालते हैं, then we put some ghee inside and we give the food a gorgeous lovely smoke. But this is a little different because आज हम डुंगार करेंगे इस Emami Healthy and Tasty kachchighanimustardoil strong jhanjh wala, yani ke pungent, and these are made with the best quality mustard seeds, and that's the reason you have such an amazing product like this. And of course that's the reason why Chef Vicky Ratnani definitely recommends this in all your kitchens. So abhi, to give this really nice amazing smoking effect, okay, to this eggplant, पहली बार एक्चुअली मैं कर रहा हूँ ये. नॉर्मली हम घी यूज करते हैं डुंगार के लिए, बट ये जो स्मोकीनेस जो ये मस्टर्ड ऑयल देता है ना, इसकी कुछ बात ही कुछ और है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू बी Putting some in here and boom. So now the Baingan Pitika is going to get this fantastic, gorgeous aroma of smoke, exactly like they do in Assam. The same thing is done with fish, it's done with other vegetables, but imagine this is a double mustard flavored pitika, which I love. A beautiful combination of aloo pitika and Baingan Pitika. When served as a side dish or even as a snack, elevates that simple food to another level. At the end of the day, it's all about quality and not really about quantity. Now, I've given this a nice smoky flavor. It's been a couple of minutes and I think it's perfect. As you know, this entire beautiful thing is full of smoke. I'm just waiting for it in a couple of more minutes for the eggplant to actually get that amazing smoky flavor, and then we're going to actually plate it back in here. So I'm actually going to be putting my eggplant into this. So this is again also an example of zero waste cooking, where literally we are going to be eating the entire thing, including the skin as well, because as you know, Baingan ki skin we always eat all the time. So now let's check this out. Amazing. So very carefully guys, when you're playing with fire, you got to be a little bit careful. So I'm going to take this quickly on the side here. And next we are going to spoon this lovely, amazing, smoky Baingan right inside this eggplant. Amazing. This looks absolutely delicious. So you've got this lovely charred mirchi, which you can just put inside here. It's got some nice garlic, which is already kind of mashed up, disintegrated. And the next thing what we're going to do is we're just going to fill our अभी थोड़ी सी इसमें गार्निश भी हो जाए और हमारे doers of pitikas are ready. One is an aloo pitika, which is again enhanced with this gorgeous mustard oil, and the second one is a double smoked, yani ke mustard oil smoked eggplant pitika. I hope you love these recipes, because these are dishes which will go down in history, create some amazing dishes. These are vegan, these are gluten free, and use this principle to use any kind of vegetables to avoid a complete wastage. Potatoes, pumpkin, we already have eggplant here, jackfruit, fish with meat. You can do this wonderful dishes in your home. If you like this recipe, do write back to me, like it, share it, subscribe it, and stay safe and eat healthy.